I'm not even going to say it. I'm home from work. And actually, Angry Panda. But look, guys. We've got mail.
Packages. What are you, AOL, bro?
So this one right here is from Dana. And this one right here is from Drop Dead. It must have been sent by like, oh, what's that? Snowflake and Jim Carrey and DHS. DHS coming through. That looks broken. Yes, probably is.
Yeah. That's Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Thank you. Finkel is Ihorn. Ihorn is Finkel. Yeah, okay. I'll stop now. Go ahead and open yours.
Which one was mine?
The one that you've already looked in. Because of the gaping hole in the side.
And it comes with a letter.
Ooh, a note.
Yes. A note, I hope. Troy and Keith, I hope these will work for you. I cannot fit all 12 speakers in the box, but if you need more, please let me know. Thanks for sharing your journey to Pro Haunt. I wish I was closer to give you a helping hand. Call me anytime. Then his phone number. I'm not going to give you guys that information. And then it said, pen not working, smiley face. Thank you, stay scary, Barry, Drop Dead.
Awesome. Thank you, Barry. Speaker.
Knife's getting stuck on it.
That's because there's a magnet in it, bro.
I know.
Creepy cloth.
Another speaker.
Speaker.
More speaker.
Speaker.
Another speaker.
Speaker.
You know what they look like? They look like they came out of stores.
I believe that he said they did.
Oh, okay. No.
That he...
Speaker.
Yeah. Speaker.
Speakers. Speaker. So, we've got 3, 6, 9, and a huge panel.
Yes. Open it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I wish I would have got the expression on your face. Don't... careful.
It's not on there.
Okay.
It's just put in there.
That was funny.
You scared me, Barry!
That was awesome.
Dude, I wasn't expecting that.
Barry, thank you so much. This is so cool. Including the pre-scare, too.
What are you doing?
The knife is dull, bro.
I know my knife is dull. If you know how to work it, it doesn't matter.
My name is Keith. Freaking awesome, dude.
Costumes.
Yes. Oh, how cool.
Cape!
I see. Look through the camera. Don't look through the camera when you're doing it.
I'm sorry, I get excited. The camera's not big enough for me to look through.
This is some awesome stuff. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. That, oh my god, thank you so much.
I know what Troy's wearing this week.
That is so cool.
Oh.
Awesome. So this is going to be like the first of the costuming. Freaking awesome. Cool.
Double thumbs up.
Cool. Oh my gosh. Dude, this is an awesome day.
It really is. Really turned it around.
Now that I'm home from work, this is an awesome day.
Did that turn your day around and make you happy?
It really did. It really did.
Yeah, it's
I'm
good.
no longer an angry panda anymore. This stuff is so cool. So Dana, again, thank you. Barry, thank you. I don't even know what to say.
Troy, thank you.
For what?
They've been sitting here all day, and I've been looking at them all day like... Keith and I just had a meeting, and then we come out here and Cheyenne's outside, so we're going to scare her. Ah! Ah!
Hi. You
get
shouldn't make
Little jump.
noise
Little jump.
when you're going behind a door.
Who made noise?
Keith did.
You couldn't sneak up on a corpse! Keith and I are getting some print ink right now because I ran out. Scott has sent us a bunch of documents. We just got through talking to Scott for a little while. That's probably scaring him.
Ugly!
And then,
Ugly! Oh.
Shut up. And then Dana Martin just got through calling too, or texting, so that we've got the interview with her, and we're trying to get to the store before it closes. I hope it doesn't close at 8. I've seen people come in and out, so that should be a good thing.
Yeah, as we're standing out here talking.
Basically, and then Keith and I had a meeting too, so like everything tonight is just like
They close at 9.
going on. Well, that's a good thing. Anyway, we'll talk to you more when we like get out.
Desktops. I like the chrome bling. Yeah, this is my boss desk. I can check the, Psycho Stadium stats here. I can check the Hellmouth site here. I can have another laptop over here for me to watch my do other business things with.
Keith is having boss fantasies.
I really am, guys.
Like a boss.
I'm hard on myself already as it is. I want it to be perfect, and I want you guys to be happy, and I want you guys to have that reaction that I love to see out of prompt owners. And so if it's a mainstream story, if it's easy, and I think, oh, I've got this in the bag, no big deal. But because it has these different elements that have to come together, the vampires, the baseball players, and the zombies, plus you mentioned a couple of other items, so I felt like I had to tie everything in. Plus, I've been watching your vlogs, and I saw you guys brainstorming around the campfire, and I'm taking notes. They didn't say this. So, I definitely, if all things or everything else is equal, then I would much rather have an easy story. But challenge is good too, especially if it turns out, and I feel like this one did turn out. Hellmouth Haunted House and Hysteria City present Psycho Stadium. The serenity of Cheney Stadium is only a facade.
Nice.
Very nice.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been in suspense about this all day.
Yeah. Ever since you posted on Facebook about it being challenging and everything, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to go home and hear this.
Yeah. Okay, here it goes. Every spring, Tacoma comes to life with baseball. The smell of hot dogs, roasted peanuts, and popcorn permeate air that is already tinged sweetly with the unmistakable sounds of the crack of the bat and excited fans singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Cheney Stadium is tranquil on the surface and a place where families have been making memories since 1960. The serenity of Cheney Stadium, however, is only a facade. There is a legend predating 1960 that only some alive still remember. Few will speak of what they know for fear of retribution of the Dark One. As long as their gruesome activities remain a secret, then the butchery is contained to the depths of the city, where screams and cannibalism remain masked by miles of dirt, entrapping the catacombs beneath the ballpark. Details have emerged, though, and this is what we know. The year was 1927, the height of historically the most famous time in all of baseball. Names like Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig made headlines while America learned to love its favorite sport. But every success story comes with a price, and Sloppy O'Connell is proof. Sloppy was a washed-up ball player turned groundskeeper from New Orleans who dabbled in the occult and black magic. And because baseball is a sport rife with superstition, he could not keep a job long. As soon as the team learned of his affinity for drinking the spittle of other players' chew and creating voodoo dolls from their shaved beards, Sloppy lost his job. However, it was worse once he left. Each time Sloppy was fired, something terrible befell to the team who let him go. The 1919 White Sox are just one example. Before long, no one would hire Sloppy again and risk his insidious wrath. So Sloppy headed west with anger and retribution in mind.
He settled in Tacoma, Washington, where he spent the next 30 years isolated in the shacks under the grounds of what would become Cheney Stadium. Some say they remember seeing a filthy man with a riotous mass of matted gray hair, nothing near Snake Lake, carrying a scythe and screaming bloodsuckers. And it was Sloppy, some say, who disappeared right about the time the ballpark began construction for their first professional baseball team in 1960. You getting that?
Yeah.
foreman went missing and blood spatters materialized on fresh paint. The sounds of painful wailing echoed within the high concrete walls. A night watchman reported lights flickering and music erupting from nowhere, while dark figures darted race-like in the shadows. If circumstances had stayed like that, the story would end here. But it got worse, much worse. It was important that the stadium construction continue, so the newspapers didn't report the mayhem, nor would anyone have believed the cause. The smell came next. It was the putrid aroma of decaying flesh, and it saturated the air like a sulfuric black cloud. When police arrived to investigate, what they found would send their bravest among them retreating to the safety of their squad cars. But those were no help. Few made it out alive, but the ones who lived suffered the most. Their eyes were gouged from the sockets, and their tongues were split snake-like down the middle. Some were drained of their blood and left as shriveled carcasses, only one word left to whisper on their dying lips: vampire. Vampires always existed in Washington, living mainly undetected in underground catacombs on blood from occasional hitchhikers, until the day stadium construction disturbed their lair. Believers say the disturbance riled them from their quiet existence and unleashed 200 years of fury on Tacoma, especially on those who patronized the stadium. Some say Sloppy O'Connell, with his black heart and deep hatred of baseball, took pleasure in the carnage and joined them, sabotaging young ball players who fail so they would be traded to another team. No one is ever traded to other teams. They are sacrificed to the queen of the stadium's underworld and sentenced to life as zombies, the indefinite hosts left to nourish the bloodthirsty queen and her minions. As long as the sacrifices continue and the season ends in early October, the people of Tacoma remain safe. But during the interminable off-season when the bats are silent, the aroma of Tacoma is a signal that the wasteland beneath home plate is bubbling to the surface and that the dark ones are growing restless. October would not be the time to return to the field for any reason, not to the place locals now refer to as Psycho Stadium.
Nice.
You like it?
Yeah, I do.
That's freaking cool. I got chills for a second.
What?
I said I got chills for a second.
Yeah, that was... I mean, like I said on Facebook, it was nothing short of amazing.
Thank you so much for the backstory. And guys, it's actually a long time later. We've just been like chatting. Haunt talk. So it's been a pleasure. I thank you so much. And we'll chat again.
Yes.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm so glad you guys have been awesome clients. I love your enthusiasm. And thank you so much for liking what I did.
Oh, it's awesome, Dana. That's an awesome story.
Oh, well, I can't wait to find out what your viewers think of it too. Thank you so much, Keith, too. Happy hunting!
Alright guys, Keith doesn't know this. But we're going to preempt COC for tomorrow. And we'll just combine them because it's 2:30. The boss wants me there early in the morning tomorrow. Yeah. And so I just wanted to give a follow-up and say thank you to Dana again. And Keith, while I've been editing, Keith worked on putting the backstory on Psycho Stadium on Facebook.
And getting a Twitter account set up. It's not set up yet because I screwed up, but I'm going to get a Twitter account set up for Psycho Stadium. So follow us on that as well, guys. And
yeah, we'll give you the official word when that's totally up. But meanwhile, you can go and take a look at the backstory on Psycho Stadium on Facebook. And because, oh yeah, some of the audio wasn't exactly, it was kind of in and out, and it actually got to a point to where it was so bad that it was like, ah, screw this. So we just went the cell phone connection. That was the reason for the big change in, you guys, of course you could tell, but the big change in the audio.
yeah. But you guys, honestly, if you're going to do a haunt, home or professional, you need a backstory. It's really going to tie things in for you.
Yeah.
It's really going to help complete your haunt. I mean, without a backstory, it's not ever completed. And I know there's probably going to be a lot of worries. Well, what if I want to change my haunt? What if I want to do this? What if I want to do that? That's fine. You know, you could always add to your backstory. You could always change things around, give characters new names. But, you know...
Not only that, there's interpretation, too. I mean, now that we have a backstory, I feel that we've got direction of where we can go. And I just feel direction now. I feel like, you know, we've got characters, we've got it just tied everything together. I'm happy now. Tired, but happy.
Yeah. So I mean, and if it's something you guys are looking at, we've said it once and we've said it, you know, many times. You know, $400 seems like quite a bit, but honestly, if you're gonna do a haunt, you know, this, like I said, the backstory is gonna complete it. So.
And it's going to last you for years and years, unlike a prop that could break next year. And
yeah,
where you at?
So I mean, get a hold of Dana. Get a backstory. I mean, she's awesome. She's great to work with. You know, she's nice to talk to. She's kind. She's funny, and she'll write you a kick-ass backstory. And I'm sure.
DanaMartinWriting.com.
Way to fit that in there.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, guys. I mean, she's great to work with. So don't pass her up.
Cool. All right. Sorry, that's like 3 minutes. We're at 13, so we're at like 16 now. So yes, talk to Dana. Ditto on everything that Keith just said. I'm tired, guys. I'm going to bed. So happy haunting. See you tomorrow.
Happy haunting, guys. Peace.
You want more? Come back for seconds tomorrow!